Hi everyone, Dawn here from Enzo's. I have just determined picking a dog is like dating. Like, it's a commitment. If you're gonna decide to get a dog, it's kind of like deciding who you're gonna date for a very long time. Because once you make the decision, like you made the decision, okay? So be educated when you make a decision. Yesterday I was with a friend and she's doing my eyelashes, and we were talking about she has Shiba Inus and loves them, and she also loves her cat. So you can understand, because it's basically a dog cat or a cat dog. Which is it? So intertwining the Shibas. But she loves them. Some people, like, we have certain breeds. I love German Shepherds. I love herding dogs. I love working dogs that are herders. Like, to me, it's who I am. Like, it's who my personality gravitates towards. My son DJ, he loves, well, he has a German Shepherd, but he also has a Golden Retriever. And from the time DJ was little, that's all he talked about, was wanting a Golden Retriever. And I just think that was so interesting, because that's definitely not my breed. Like, I love Goldens. I think they're fabulous family dogs. As many of you know who've come to me and said, Dawn, what kind of dog should I get for our young family or for my retired self? I'm like, a Golden Retriever, get it, pick the fattest one. So, but for me, it doesn't fit into my lifestyle. But neither do a lot of people in the dating world. Let's be real. If you know my journey of dating, you know I haven't done super well. But that's a whole other subject. But on the real side of picking a dog, like Gabby was talking to me yesterday about thinking about getting a second dog into her home. She last year bought her own home, so she's got a great place. She has a solid job. She has a fabulous, she doesn't worry about those things. So the things that I always go to when I'm counseling somebody on should they get a second dog or shouldn't they is, first of all, look at your lifestyle. Can your lifestyle afford a second dog? Can you financially afford it? Does it work into your schedule? Like, if you're somebody who works 80 hours a week and all you do is work, you work and work and work. Like, for me, getting another dog right now, getting any other animals would not fit into my lifestyle. It just wouldn't. I don't have time for a puppy. As many of you know, I don't have time for a puppy, but I have fostered many, many puppies over the years. I get a little bored and then I start fostering them, but that's, again, another subject. But so when you decide to choose if it's the time and then what breed to get. So I think Gabby actually thought that I was going to talk her out of getting another dog. But then I asked her all the questions, and she has a great plan for it. She has people who live with her. Her family lives with her. So there's always somebody home. She's going to kennel train the dog from the get-go. She's going to do all the things she didn't do for her first dog. And she took into account her first dog and how it would be with her dog now. Her dog that she has now, or Shiba, who she has now, is kind of lazy and hangs out, and a puppy might be a good thing for it. But also she knows how slowly she has to introduce a puppy to a 5-year-old, and how to do all that. And her cat, she has a cat also, which introducing a puppy to especially a Shiba, to a cat is probably going to be a pretty easy thing. Just taking it slow, creating the rules and all that. And she also has me, who we happen to be very close in proximity, and so she's already knows what she's going to do with the training. She just doesn't know if the timing is right, because she was planning on later this year getting another dog, but a dog came available who she really likes where it came from, and so she's thinking she might do it. I think it's a fine idea if she's ready for it. She definitely, on paper, looks like she's ready. She's done her homework. She loves the breed. But that's what you need to do, you guys. You need to do your homework and love the breed that you're getting. Also, you have to understand that the dog that's in front of you is the dog you're getting. So don't go and say, I want a couch potato because that's who I want to be. So just so you know, I have herding dogs. But when I get home at night, whether I get home at 4 o'clock or at 8 o'clock at night, there's not a lot of shit I want to do. Oop, this isn't for kids. There is not a lot of stuff I want to do. So I don't want to go outside and do a bunch of outside stuff at that time, this time of year. Rest of the year, yeah, but this time of year I don't. So I need my dogs to be couch potatoes. I need them to be okay with being couch potatoes. So My dogs are, because they're older. I have some younger ones, but they're the little ones, so they're fine. But understanding that. But in my morning is very active. I get up, I make coffee, I go out and work with the farm animals. So my dogs get an hour and a half outside every morning doing farm chores. So they get that outside time. The rest of the day, they're in their kennels or hanging out on my bed while I'm at work. So understanding how your life is really important to choosing a dog. It's really important to choosing a dog. It's like in dating. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Don't force something. Do not force something because you just want a dog and this is the one that's presented in front of you. I get that. I get that mentality. Sometimes we choose with our hearts and not with our brains, but we have to. This is a, 15 to 20 year commitment on a dog, and it's a commitment. They do not have opposable thumbs. They will not learn how to feed themselves. They will not learn how to open a door and let themselves in and out of the house. They just, even if you put in a doggy door, you gotta put in the time. So what is your end goal for this dog? Is it that you want a hiking buddy? Is that your end goal? Is it that you want a running partner? Because remember, you're not going to run with the dog until they're fully grown, and that depends on the breed, right? 18 months to 2.5 years on most breeds is fully developed. So you have to really understand that. On larger breeds, it could be longer. So don't get a running dog. Don't get a golden retriever and expect it to be your running dog within a year or even 2 years, And don't get a golden retriever if you want a running dog anyway. That wouldn't be a good choice. But know your lifestyle. Don't be like, I want to have a different lifestyle. Have the lifestyle you have and then see what dog would fit into that lifestyle. If you're somebody like me, like if I did bring another dog into my house right now, I would probably bring a senior dog into my house, to be honest. I'd bring a dog who just wants to hang out, lay around, and be a couch potato with me when I'm not working. That would be the dog I would look for. That would be the temperament of the dog I would look for. So then I would go look for breeds. If you're a young family, please do not get a dog because you want your children to grow up with a dog. Don't get a dog. That's not a reason. Every dog you get as an adult is a dog for you. Now, if you happen to have kids and you want your kids to have a positive experience, then make sure you make it positive by not putting all the responsibility on them. So don't tell me. I've had people come to me and say, well, I got the dog for the kids and they aren't taking care of it. Of course they're not. They're kids. So I could go on and on and on about this, but I won't. So what I want you to do is if you are thinking about bringing in either a second or third or fourth or fifth or 10th dog into your house, make sure it works for you and your lifestyle. Don't just bring in a dog because it was presented to you. Really think about it. Think about the dog. Think about the breed and think about your end goal. Is your end goal, whatever your end goal is, think about that. I have a client who just dropped off a dog yesterday. I think it's fabulous. Young client, and she has a very energetic dog, fits great into her lifestyle, except for she works really long shifts. So the 3 or 4 days that she works long shifts, the dog is with her mom, and then there's somebody home with that dog because the dog does need a lot more attention. It's a very young dog and needs a lot more attention than somebody who works, long shifts and can't give that to him. I think it's fabulous. Like, she has a great plan and a great support system, and she will be very successful with this dog because of that. Had she not had that, she would be struggling with this dog. It is a very high, energized, energetic dog who needs a lot of mental stimulation, or it's just going to be naughty. So think about that when you're bringing in the dog into your house. And then the flip side is when you do get the dog, make sure you're doing the work with the dog from day one. Do not wait 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months to start working with your dog. If you get your dog at 8 weeks, if you get your dog at 10 weeks, if you get your dog at 5 years old, the day you get that dog, start working with that dog to create the life and the boundaries and everything that you want it to be. Okay, I hope this helps, and I will see you very soon. Take care.